Hey everybody, Tony Johnson here, Customer Experience Leader. I am so excited to be here today. It is a brand new Monday, and it's going to be a day I think that is going to be super rewarding, and hopefully you're really loving continuing to work from home. But the biggest news I will tell you, some things happen, and this past weekend on Friday, we had a new niece welcome to the family, Marigold Ruth. What a great name, right? Marigold. I mean, it's not one that you hear. It's not like there's going to be 100 marigolds. Several years ago, Bella was a huge name. I'm sure there were a million Bellas in every class. But, Marigold Ruth, brand new niece, came on Friday, March 27th. Best birthday ever. If you're asking yourself why it's the best birthday ever, because it's my birthday too. So really exciting news. And again, I think, these little personal moments, these little standout moments, they're absolutely what makes it all worth it. They're absolutely why we all work so hard and give our all. And I think these are also the moments that make us realize we're all human and we're all connected and we are all going to get through this, come out on the other side together. And it's kind of cool to think that something as awesome as having a brand new niece named Marigold who shares my birthday is something that could be happening and is a bright spot in what some days is not a bright place to be. So, that said, let's jump right in with our 2 or 3 tips for the week. The first one is the 10-minute rule. Now, I will tell you, I am terrible at managing my email. I am awful at doing things I don't want to do. And so here's a tip for you. If you are struggling to start a task, if you're struggling to get started at something, and for me, it's sorting through my email, I will let that stuff stack up 4 days. Give it 10 minutes. Just say, you know what, I'm going to give it 10 minutes and then I'll stop after that. Now here's the trick. If you can last 10 minutes with working on something, chances are you're probably going to end up going beyond 10 minutes. So whether it's that room you want to tackle, whether it's that office you want to clean, whether it's the email you want to punch out or the god-awful Excel spreadsheet you have to get after, whatever it is, just say, you know what, I'm going to give it 10 minutes. And I think you'll find you'll probably end up working on it much longer, making progress because let's face it, we can do anything for 10 minutes. Number 2, watch out for scams and phishing. It was funny, I was watching through email today, I was watching Good Morning America over the weekend. Apparently, and this is a terrible thing, right? There's really a special place for folks like this. There are scammers out there who are actually trying to take advantage of folks in this time of need. So, whether it's a free testing kit, whether it is, hand sanitizer that's, really just Jack Daniels or whatever, but at the end of the day, just keep an eye out because folks are trying to sell stuff. They're trying to scam for charities. There's some bad people out there. So just be absolutely sure that stuff you're getting is 100% right. And whether it's presidential campaigns, whether it's stuff around COVID-19, whether it's, chances to give back to your community, just be very careful. Always check out that URL. And if in doubt, go to the actual company that they say they are and start on their official website and then backtrace it. You can always tell or really look at that email address and make sure it's, not a .ninja or a .host or whatever as opposed to a .com or a .org. And then number 3, this is probably my most relevant tip of the day, iced coffee. We all need a pick-me-up during the course of the day. I got a special one to share with you too. So I love this iced coffee, this cold brew. I got a great one off of Amazon for like $15. It brews great coffee. But whether you want a chill coffee that you brewed or whether you want to buy a brewer, take the chance to really try some iced coffee. And when you take the iced coffee, mix it about 70-30 with some oat milk. And I know, right, this hippy-dippy oat milk stuff, I didn't think I would ever love anything like that. I bought some the other day, vanilla oat milk. It is the most delicious thing. I've been eating it on cereal and that kind of stuff. It's wonderful. Mix it in with your iced coffee, a little bit of agave syrup, shake that up over some ice. It is wonderful. It is a great afternoon pick-me-up. And when you think about stats, I always love a good stat, and I saw one today that caught my eye. 22% of remote workers say that unplugging from work has been their biggest challenge during this new officing from home. So keep that in mind because, again, boundaries matter. I watch people who are now working till 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and it can be really draining on you. In fact, it can ruin your whole Saturday if you happen to be up late on a Friday night working through stuff. So just keep in mind, right? Take that time to unplug because, again, with the office being right over at the kitchen table, it is so easy to say, I'm going to go ahead and just keep on working and keep on working. And the next thing you know, it's midnight. So take care of yourself in that regard. Now, as we kind of come to the end of it today, I really wanted to ask a couple of questions for you. Feel free to type them in. Feel free to shoot me a message. Feel free to type it in the comments. I wonder, what are you watching and what are you reading? So for example, when it comes to reading, I've actually been reading a lot for self-development recently, and I just finished Bob Iger's latest book, The Ride of a Lifetime. And it was a wonderful book, a real peek behind the curtain from someone who spent a lot of time working for the same organization, but Bob Iger moved up consistently until he was CEO of the Walt Disney Company for a very long time. He did some amazing things while he was there. But the one thing I took away from him, the one thing I read and sort of pocketed and said, you know what, that's something I can do better with, was a sense of optimism and positivity. So it's not like crazy optimism. It's not like being optimistic for no good reason. It's just being positive and looking forward because people love to follow leaders who are optimistic. Now, for fun, I know a lot of you are watching this tiger thing. I have not been able to get into it on Netflix, and I don't know if I will. But I will tell you, I think it's a great chance to find something to help you get away. Because let's face it, if you turn on the news, it is like all Corona channel all the time. So whether you love to tune in ridiculousness on MTV, which is, by the way, my guilty pleasure, the other thing that you can absolutely do is look for some great stuff on Netflix or Amazon. And the one that I occasionally will watch is Gracie and Frankie. It's got Lily Tomlin in it, and it's got Sam Waterston and Martin Sheen, a bunch of American treasures in there. It is an oddball, just funny kind of comedy. It's worth a watch, right? If you can tolerate a little bit of coarse language every now and again, it is absolutely worth watching. There's some great moments in there. Jane Fonda is actually in there as well, and just priceless. So take a peek at those. But if you're watching or reading anything awesome, whether for fun or development, type it in the comments. It's really great to share that, and I'll read them and make sure I share them out next episode. So, quick note from our sponsor. If you have not, it is upside down. If you haven't followed me, if you haven't liked or subscribed or checked me out on social, please do, igniteyourservice.com, and my YouTube channel, Customer Service Trainer and Speaker Tony Johnson. I just put up a brand new video this week, so please take a look at that. But until next time, that's it for today. Those are our 3 tips. Make sure that you give something at least 10 minutes. Make sure that you watch out for those scams, and try iced coffee with oat milk. It is surprisingly delicious. I will be back tomorrow live at 5:30 with 3 more tips. I will talk to you then. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.